Hey guys, checking out a couple of brand new knives from Civivi today. Got the all new Cubit. Check out the action on that thing. Holy crap. Need I say more? We've also got a new variation of the very popular Altus button lock. Now available in this green aluminum handle with a black stonewash blade. There's also a blue aluminum handle with a plain stonewash blade. We're mostly going to be talking about the Cubit because it is a brand new knife, but this Altus is freaking sweet. The action's also dialed in really good on the Altus. And out of these two knives, I feel like the Altus is probably just a little bit more refined and probably is a little bit nicer of a knife. But the one that's been in my pocket the most, pretty much every day since I've got it, is the Cubit. And we'll go over all of that, but if you're interested in either of these knives or some of their other new arrivals, check out my affiliate link and coupon down below. But why has this been in my pocket more than the Altus? For me, it feels a little bit more ergonomic, and both of these being aluminum handles, I feel like having a little bit more to hold on to is a plus. And there's quite a few things about the Cubit that really make it stand out. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the cap lifter. First of all, does it work? Let's see if it even works. I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you like having a bottle opener on your pocket knives? For me, it depends. I feel like on the Cubit, at least it doesn't look too gimmicky. It still looks pretty cool. Would it have looked a little cooler without the cap lifter? Maybe a little bit. But it still looks pretty good. It works pretty well. And I think they did it in a way that this knife will still appeal to the masses. We've got a very lightweight aluminum handle with no stainless steel liners and no internal milling either. Coming in with a weight of 2.7 ounces versus the Altus at 3.3. I do actually like the little bit of extra heft with the liners in the Altus. Most people these days are looking for a lightweight knife, and that's definitely one of the boxes that the Cubit checks. And another way it achieves that besides the lightweight handle is the stock thickness. Coming in at 2.35 millimeters, 0.09 inches. Most Civivi knives and standard production knives these days are closer to 0.12 or 3 millimeters, which also makes this one hell of a slicey blade. It's gonna slice for days, man. Plus a nice tip there for some utility cuts or for piercing. Interesting blade shape. It's not your standard drop point. I think the specs call it a drop point. I'd say it's closer to a spear point. Yeah, they say drop point. Here's some of the other variations. You got green with Damascus, blue, red, and black. Sambic 14C on the blade still, by the way. The Altus has Nitro V. Satin finish on this one, obviously. And this bright blue aluminum is freaking stunning, man. Very, very cool looking knife. It's really comfortable in hand. You do have the option of choking up here with that finger choil and some jimping on the top. You can get nice and tight with really good control. Personally, I feel like it's a little more comfortable to sit back and relax a little bit. And all these things together is what makes this knife really cool to me. It's a good value, excellent ergos, thin, slicey blade, incredible action, plus the extra little feature of the bottle opener make this a very cool knife that stands out from a crowd of knives that are practically all the same. There are a lot of similarities with some other knives. I definitely see a lot of elementum, maybe a little bit of banter, a decent amount of pyrite in there, but enough uniqueness that really make this knife special. And I really appreciate the variety, especially for somebody that's handling a whole bunch of pocket knives. The variety is what spices things up and brings a lot of fun and excitement to the hobby. Guess while we have these out, I can show you some size comparisons. Pretty similar in length to the elementum and the pyrite. A little bit longer than the banter. And here we've got a full-size Benchmade bug out and the Spyderco Dragonfly 2. The handle length is about 4 1/4 inches. Blade length is about 3 with a cutting edge just shy of 2 3/4 and an overall length of about 7 1/4. We already did the stock thickness. How about the width? 0.42, which makes it a little bit slimmer than the Altus. The centering is right down the middle. Solid lockup, no blade play. incredible, incredible action. The pocket clip is tip up, deep carry, recessed with a good amount of space in there for your pocket material, and it is reversible. Here's a pocket shot for you in a pair of pants that haven't fit since high school. No idea why I still have these. Looks really good, easy to slide in with one hand, but still with decent retention. But that brings us to one of two of the potential downsides, and that's going to be the cap lifter tearing up your pocket. So far, I haven't had any issues with it snagging going into my pocket, but I could see that potentially happening, or maybe just getting a little bit of extra wear in your pocket. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as some other cap lifters out there. And drawback number two, to state the obvious, we've got a smooth aluminum handle with no texturing, no inlays. About as self-explanatory as the cones at the store that say slippery when wet. This will be slippery when wet. For me, the visual aesthetic of this finish outweighs the downside of the slippery factor. Something to think about. All of this for around 70-ish bucks, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You can snag one at Civivi.com with my Sharp AF coupon, or if you're shopping elsewhere, I've got affiliate links with SMKW, Blade Ops, Blue Creek Knives, White Mountain Knives, among many others. Let me know what you guys think about the new Civivi Cubit and the new variation of the Altus. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Peace.